welcome back to another review. This review, we're going to be reviewing the new Thor Love and Thunder movie. We'll talk about what we like, dislike, and we'll give a rating at the end. Me and Marcus, we both saw the movie, and we have a little bit of nitpicks, not much. The movie, for the most part, we enjoyed the movie. Or
it was enjoyable.
It was an enjoyable movie. It was
good fun entertainment.
Yes. A movie that you weren't really expecting too much from it, because coming from Ragnarok, I wasn't really expecting it to be like Thor 1 or Thor 2, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever I get a Thor 2, I always do.
We don't speak on those movies. They don't exist. They don't exist. But yes, man, Thor Love and Thunder, the fourth entry into the Thor franchise. It's crazy that he has 4 movies now. That's crazy.
Yeah. Out of all of them, he gets like 4, because I think Iron Man got what, 3?
3. Everybody got 3.
Captain America got
everybody got 3.
Captain America got 3 because Civil War
got 3. Yeah. Iron Man got 3.
Yeah, Thor got 4, maybe 5.
Spider-Man got 3.
I think the only ones that didn't get 3 was like Black Widow and like Captain Marvel. But Hulk didn't get no movie. They didn't give my boy nothing.
Yeah, that's a story for another day.
Yeah, let's but
yeah, man.
What do you want to go first and what you liked about it, what you disliked, your whole spill, or do you want me to jump in?
Man, you go ahead, man. You take the lead on this one, man.
Okay. What I loved about it was where they started out. They started off with the Guardians of the Galaxy. They hooked us in with one of my favorite movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Guardians of the Galaxy. Can always watch those movies back to front. And obviously, I loved Winter Soldier, but that's a whole nother conversation. Mm-hmm. But I liked that they were involved. I loved seeing the crew and this, that, the other, and his interaction with Thor. And how Thor just really wanted to be loved in this movie. Weirdly enough, like he just wanted to have that love from somebody. Like he wanted it from the Guardians, and Peter Quill was just like, I don't know what to tell you. You might want to go look somewhere else for it. It's not here.
We already got a thing going on, man.
Goats are a little too much. Get rid of them. Like
damn goats, man.
But I like the idea of the concept of like deities and like gods, and deities are gods. But and the fact of like how they introduce like all the gods. They introduce the Greek gods. They introduce the Wakanda god and different gods from different cultures, even lesser gods, like gods that really aren't like high in the deity food chain or packing order. And I liked how Thor was pretty much, hey, these people, they look up to you, that you're supposed to help them out. And then everybody else is like, we'll get more people. It's okay. It's fine. We got to worry about ourselves. We're in danger now. It's okay when our people are in danger, our people are suffering. It's fine. It's cool. We ain't got to worry about them. So I like that they made, because like Zeus is kind of that kind of person. He's not the Hercules version of him. He's not the Disney Hercules version. Like that's a gross representation of him.
He's even worse than what he was in the movie.
I agree. Yeah, he's way.
But of course, you can't have him eating babies and killing folks
and just going and doing all kind of not savory stuff.
And stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, they played it. Everybody at the what do they call? What place was that called? It was like the god headquarters. They all looked up to Zeus.
I totally forgot what it was called, but I know.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But
I'm just gonna call it the Golden
Palace. Yeah. Well, the gods congregated and talked about the orgy they wanted to have. I think that was
they was gonna have like a big orgy. I was like,
I was like, come on, man. I know that's big in the Greek mythology, like they do orgies and stuff. So I was like, okay, fair. Of course, Zeus don't throw that out there because that's his jam. But one thing I did not like is that they didn't give any lines to like the Panther goddess or anybody. They were just there just to
she just cameo. Yeah. I was like, why y'all put her in the movie and act like she was gonna say something, and then she didn't say nothing. She just
and I'm like, you, as big of a prominent character she is in, let's say for Black Panthers, and even in comics in general, like she's come up, I'll say she, because she is Panther form and a human-esque kind of form. So, but she has more of a prominent role in the comics from what I remember, from what I've seen of her. So I was expecting her to have some kind of weight in there or have some kind of like authority. So I was like disappointed by that, but hopefully we get a little bit more of her in the new Black Panther somewhere, like in the astral plane or something like that. She shows up just to give her some like dialogue, give her some kind of like character dialogue, because that was what I was hoping for. If you're gonna pan the camera on her and so where we can see her in every scene that the Thor and that the main character Thor and everywhere within, you could see her at every angle of that thing, and she said nothing. I was like waiting for her to help out or to say something, being that like her and Black Panther, or not her, Thor and Black Panther kind of were like in the same area in the last time that, you know, that Black Panther was around. I felt, hey, maybe, hey, something, like give me something, a little bit. Just give me a taste. You know what I'm saying?
Little something.
Right there. We didn't need to spend all that time with Zeus's ego. It's Zeus, so I understand, but gotta cut that down a little bit. Or have her at least be like, oh yeah, I'll help you out. Be the one that to be like her being like maybe like somebody that's, oh yeah, I see the threat. I'll help them out. And then Zeus maybe try to shut her down, and she's like, nah, we're gonna go do something. Because come on, she's a good deity from what I know, or someone that knows something about something.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think. Okay. I enjoyed this movie because that's what I was supposed to do. It was funny. It was funny. It had good moments in it, but it is what it is. It is a action rom-com. That's what it is, and it works. Don't get me wrong, it works. But at times I felt like that pulled away from the story a little bit, and it took a lot of moments that could have been like that could have hit way better and hit harder, especially like with Gore, the God Butcher. I felt like his character didn't feel as threatening because the movie didn't feel like it was one of those dark. It didn't feel like a movie where it was high stakes and it was a big threat, because you knew either way it was gonna happen. In the end, he was gonna be defeated. And the scenes that Christian Bale was in were like really good. Now that's what I loved him in.
Yeah,
he did a great job with his performance and stuff. So
I agree.
That was one of the things I did enjoy. But outside of that, everything else was either a joke here, a joke there, plot, boom, this is how we get to here, we do this, and then this is what happens. It was real ABCD, like just connect the dots to get to the next part. Krog, I think was his name.
Yeah, the rock dude.
Kind of like the narrator. And then they did a weird thing where they like made his character, I guess they like non-binary or something. That's how they get together, and that was weird. It was weird because it came out of nowhere. It's like,
yeah, okay. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it was.
I think what they were trying to do is, and maybe I'm wrong, but they gave Thor his like love story, so they were giving the other side characters their own kind of.
Yeah, like
Valkyrie didn't get she didn't get her love. She was like pinting for. She was like going through the like, breathing process. And then so they gave him his own thing, which
the thing with Valkyrie is okay. We already had Ragnarok, and we had Infinity War, Endgame. She done been in a couple movies now. Yeah, and she's still like a drunk, like pouting, sorrowful, like no love. I found no love character. I'm just doing this. Like they still make her like this pissy, like drunk figure that's just always down. And I'm like, by now she shouldn't be like that. I get it because of the comedy aspect of the story, but she should be badass by now.
Yeah, she pulled off some feats in the movie, but I feel like if I like she became like, what is it, Queen of
Asgard.
Asgard. Thank you.
I think they called her King though.
Oh yeah, they did call her King. Yeah, they called her King of Asgard, and she was miserable. She looked miserable in that.
That thing. She was miserable as hell. I was like, damn, she's having too much fun.
So I think, like a lot of I think for when we're talking about Gore, the God Butcher, like he wasn't. I was expecting more of a dark thing, being that his sword is from Null, and they didn't really explain that. They didn't explain where it came from. They were just like, I mean, it did, but they removed this like real like the origins of being null, the symbiote like getting his king or god or whatever. They removed that element from it, so it was just like, oh yeah, this sword kills gods, and I was like, oh, cool, it's okay. But like when he was fighting with everybody there, they triple teamed him, but he was going kind of. I guess he was going easy on him because he needed that hammer, so he wasn't like trying to kill him. But I feel like he could have still killed like Thor and got the hammer. It wasn't like he didn't really need Val and Jane Foster alive. He could like they were. I'm not saying they were bad characters, but they weren't the characters that he was really trying to fight after. And sometimes got put in like the background. When it came to the whole plot of the fight, she was more of like a support character, which is okay. I understand why she was, but it wasn't like how do I explain it? She wasn't like she wasn't not centerfold, but she wasn't like as if she was like a big part of the story.
Yeah.
And I was go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like I was saying, the movie did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
I saw it, I laughed, I had a pretty decent time, and it was okay. That's how I look at it. It was really nothing. It's not much you can take away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's really not because, like, when you look at, like I said, I talked about the God aspect of it and like the religion aspect to a certain degree, and the fact that Gore's whole thing was like, yeah, the gods don't love us. What's the point of worshiping these gods? It's not worth it. They're not giving us this kind of, what do you call it? Like this reward for worshiping them. You know what I mean? And that's what his big gripe was with the God he was worshiping. He was like, hey, we worshiped you for all this time. We need this. We're doing this. What's this for?
Yeah.
And the guy was like, I don't care. There'll be more of you guys come by.
Exactly. I worship you. My daughter dies and all this. And this is, you just going to crap on me? Okay, bet.
And then when he got angry, the god was going to choke him out. And that's when the Thor chose him to kill that god. But I think that was really the point. And I did like the Eternity, like the way they made Eternity look in that room. That was pretty cool. I like that. I definitely, like I said, I liked how they introduced Jane Foster, Thor. Like they stuck really close to her origins from the comic, or where her origins from the comic.
They went 100%.
Which surprised me was that they killed her off. Like I was expecting I was like, okay, they're gonna give like Eternity's gonna give him a wish just because he's a hero. He tried to save the day. Eternity's gonna throw him a bone. He gonna throw him a bone, whatever. And I was like, and I was sitting there because I was thinking we were gonna introduce her female Thor for the representation. You know what I mean? Give that representation a female version of Thor. They like that kind of was what they were trying to do with their comic run, was introduce a female version of the character. But I was like, dang, no representation for another Thor movie unless they bring her back from Valhalla. Like I said, I don't know too much. I don't know too much about Valhalla, but I don't know if she's coming back.
Yeah, I don't know how that works or what they're setting up there, but hey, we did finally get to see Valhalla.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, so we got to see that.
And we got to see Heimdall. We got to see Idris come back as Heimdall. And it was cool that his son was in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was little mini things, like little stuff that they did.
Yeah.
That, that they set up. It was cool. Like I said, it was cool. It was cool
they did the Thor look. They gave him the Thor with the jacket look from the comic.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that version of him. I was like, okay, we're getting more. What is that? In-game Infinity War like style where he's just like that guy. He wasn't like the butt of the joke. Well, in Endgame, he was the butt of the joke, and he's not really the butt of the joke here too much. He's just misunderstood. Like his humorous moments are from the fact of him just not really getting what's going on sometimes. Like especially with Jane Foster, he's like trying to figure out what's going on with them and not understanding the stuff about how they are. Like how they did in the past, where he was like, "Yeah, you left me a note. Oh, you weren't there," and he was like, "Yeah, you're right about that." Like he was like,
"That was funny."
Like he was like, "Yeah," he was like, "Yeah, you're kind of right about that." He was like,
funny.
So him not understanding like those kind of things, the nuances of a relationship and stuff like that. And then like I know they noted that where she was for the 5 years is that she was blipped out. Because when he was talking about the relationship, he was like, "Oh, 8 years," and she was like saying, I think she had 2 or 3 or something like that. And he said 8 years, and that's when they told me that she got blipped out. That was the hint to her being blipped out of the universe. So that's
Yeah.
where she was for 5 years. And Thor was going through that entire time because obviously he wasn't blipped. So,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know,
He was still there. Yep.
so they did a really good job of playing up that kind of him getting like that thing he needed to like feel pain for or something, like, because like I think that's what Starlord was saying, like he was like, I'm glad that I feel this pain now because I know that I had something real. And so they gave him that. And then the ending with him and Love, I guess that's what they're calling a Love.
Yeah, love. She's a part of eternity, basically.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought that was
so,
good.
yeah.
I think, like you said, it was a movie that was like, hey, you come here, you bring your popcorn, your soda, you enjoy a plot that's gonna lead to Thor 5 with Thor versus Hercules, which
Hercules looked trash.
I was about to say he doesn't look that great. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but
that I will say. Hercules looks trash. So, yeah. Y'all gonna have to convince me on that one.
yeah, you're gonna have to sell me on that one.
Yeah.
But like I say, we know that's where they're going with it. And I guess I don't know when we're gonna get it. I guess we're getting a Thor 5 after Secret Wars or whatever.
Who knows? Who knows, bro? I don't know what direction they going in. They got all these damn movies and shows coming out.
They've been introducing like gods and stuff like that, so that's one aspect, and they've been introducing the cosmic aspect as another one, in multiverses.
Yeah.
I guess the
So,
third one. So it's one of those three.
this is the multiverse saga we in now.
Yeah, we're in the multiverse
First
saga.
was
So,
the Infinity Saga, so now it's the multiverse saga. So hey,
and I guess technically, what is it? Because if you watch Moon Knight, they're all religions are in different verses, so they're technically part of the multiverse, if I'm understanding that correctly.
yeah,
So that's still multiverse. So I guess these gods come from different universes or different, what's the name, their own little pocket dimensions for this god golden kingdom, golden palace, as you called it.
Golden Palace.
So it all fits, but it just, for the most part, as I always say, I need to see a trailer before I'm sold on anything now for Marvel. Like I just need to see a trailer because right now it's all in the air. I know where they're directing it. Their Secret Wars, so that's one big thing. So I know that's where they're trying to go. I knew that from Loki, but like I say, I don't like. They're gonna have to sell me on those trailers.
Hey man, like I said, for this film, it did its job. Did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, it did what it's supposed to do.
I don't think it was as strong as Ragnarok.
No.
As far as like story, but it definitely had its moments. I enjoyed it. It made me laugh. I guess for some people it probably made them cry. For me, I was just like, okay.
Yeah, when I saw, I think that Jane Foster scene was supposed to be like the teary scene, and I felt sad. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, it was a sad moment, but I wasn't like, okay, because I knew it was gonna happen. I was like,
yeah, I knew it was
gonna have to die.
Yeah,
they literally told her if she used the hammer again, she's gonna die. So
yeah. Like, hey. So she was in stage 4 anyway. So like it was either way, she was. I think she wouldn't have made it. So she decided to be a hero one last time and some save the day. Which I like one thing I will say lastly is I like the idea of the jealous hammer kind of thing they were doing, like they express emotion.
Yeah,
they express
people like me
emotion.
talking to Mjolnir, and then he come Stormbreaker.
Okay.
He's like, oh, you're there. No, it wasn't like that. He's like, is this about Mjolnir Stormbreaker? Please, it's just seeing the old. I was like, bro, he really having this thing with it. Damn, cool. Only Chris Hemsworth can pull that off. It was cool. I enjoyed it.
Like I said, I went in there and I went open mind and I enjoyed it. It's not, like I said, it's not the best Thor movie. I think Ragnarok will be, but it's better than obviously Thor 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, most
we're not gonna say your knack Thor 2 is better than it. Like we're not gonna lie. Okay.
Oh no.
But I think what they really need to do is give Hulk a movie, but we're not gonna talk about that. But I think they need to. I think it's a good movie. I'm giving it a 7.
Yeah, I'll give it a
easy 7. You go to the movies, you grab your popcorn, you drink, you sit back, and you just allow the movie to be funny, and you will have a good time. Is it the strongest of the movies that come out so recently? No. But I don't think it was supposed to be. I don't think it was supposed to be that strong movie for the movie progression to Secret Wars. It's a movie. It did what it's supposed to do.
Did what it's supposed to do. You got that good old 7 out of 10 from us.
Yeah.
There it is. If you want to go, y'all want to go check out Thor Love and Thunder. It's currently playing in theaters right now. Wherever you can find the theaters, get to it. Whether it's your AMC, your Regal, whoever they call it.
Whoever got it. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, no, that's it. Because for right now, until Black Panther comes, this is what we have right now. So Black Panther be the next movie installment. Matter of fact, it'll be the last one for 2022.
Is the last one for Phase 4 too, right?
Yeah,
it is.
Phase 4. Yeah, you guys, y'all got one more movie left.
One more movie. And then Phase 5 starts, and that's when we need to start like looking at Avenger level kind of movie coming out. I think.
Yeah.
So, I think that's when we're supposed to get it.
And they're not bringing back the Russo brothers to do an Avengers movie, which is interesting.
Did they say that?
Yeah, they said they don't think the Russo brothers are coming back.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, we shall see what the future looks like.
Yeah.
The next couple of 5 years.
Yeah. When does the Black Panther come out?
November the 11th, I think.
So that's right around my birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, November is coming up. So that'll be the next one. We'll definitely be back. Like we said, with Love and Thunder, baby, we're going to give it a good old 7 out of 10, which is not bad. That's actually pretty good. So
yeah, it does what it's supposed to do.
It does. It did. It gave us laughs, good moments, a little emotional moments. It was a good movie overall. I didn't hate it.
Yeah, I agree. That's my computer. Okay, but yeah, it did what it's supposed to do. And so we're gonna wrap this all the way up. And I am sorry. If you want to watch or listen to this video, if you want to listen to this video, you can find it on squareroundtablepod.fandolim.com. You can find it on squareroundtablepod.fandolim.com. And if you want to see all our pretty faces, you can see it on YouTube. And if you like the video, smack that like button, like the Hulk. Leave us a comment in the comment section down below what you thought of the movie. What were your pluses, your minuses? What you liked? Did you dislike? What you for the next phase? Was this movie better to you than Ragnarok? Or let's say worse? Is it your favorite Thor movie? Let us know. And hit that notification bell underneath the video so you get notified of this video and the future video. And follow us on our Instagram, our Twitter, and that pesky Facebook group.
Join us. We need somebody to talk to, y'all.
We need some people in there. And I have been your host, Dmitri.
And by Odin's beard, I am Marcus.
And this has been the Square Round Table Podcast, and we are out. Peace.
Ooh.